January 7th, 12:52 PM, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hello everyone, Triple S back here with some more Phoenix Wright History Trilogy with Trials and Tribulations and Recipe for Turnabout. And last time we just heard the crazy ramblings of an old man for ages he really wanted to be heard. He really wanted to be heard. But everyone just kind of, like, that just makes no sense. Left hand, left ear, right ear and everything. But to me, it kind of makes me think he was seeing the person in a mirror. So we'll see how that plays out later on. So let's do some detective work. So how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? You got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon, and that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictions. Contradictionitis, yeah. Tried to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah. We've got to find one for Maggie, or she's going to have a terminal case of guilty. Talk, what to do? Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first. Guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Yeah, that's true. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow I think the key to this case has got to be at Trilogy. Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too. Any ideas? So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. I was wondering about Zin Eop. Like, what he's like and stuff. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that guy. I gotta beat you so hard it'll feel like yous were smooching the express train. Phoenix Wright? You saying you Phoenix Wright? Because I'm Phoenix Wright. The one and only. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Huh? You did? What'd you find out? Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fonioni. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? Okay, we're done here, so let's move to the detention centre. January 7th, detention centre visitors room. I guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we've got questions to ask her too. Maggie! Maggie! Keep it down, Maya. This isn't the playground, God damn it, she's not here. Okay, so, Criminal Affairs Department. January 7th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Calling the offices for the briefing, quick. Can't you shut down the station server? Chief, quit playing on the internet. But my email pen pal, Leet, as in princess. Okay, save it for later. I'm turning it off now. No! Leet as a princess! Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy? More like panicking if you ask me. Something's going on, something big. Can we actually examine, can I actually talk to this guy? I want to see what he says. This must be the chief of detectives here. Looks lost, now that the power to his computer has been cut. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports, just a suggestion. Dear Lee as in Princess, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night? Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief. Okay, so we won't get to find out what's happening, but back to the detention centre. And then to go to Trilogy. January 7th, Trilogy. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it! Come on, come on, come on! Hey, that sounds like... Now just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number! Ah, looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a rip-off. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was, I was just, I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the 20 sets. What can I say? What are you doing here, man? Today's trial. This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow up at my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it, for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would you have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean? Well, how she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Something like that. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean. Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Oh man, poor Gumshoe. Lunch special. So, did you like the 20 set? I never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? Didn't it taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realised. It's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you paid 20 bucks for it, you know? Maybe you should have found out about the price after you'd finished eating. Hey Nick, maybe that's why Glenelg came here. Maybe you heard about the Super Fierce 20 set. If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glenelg, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? The radio. So what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It was just the, daily exercise show. Really? One. What the? A psyche lock? This lunch special's lobster sure is great. Then why are there tears in your eyes? God damn it. Well, we'll break that straight away. The radio. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you've made a big thing out of it, I'm not going to tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to... where is it? I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glenelg did. It's like you can see right through me! Huh? I've cracked him already? See, pal? That's why I said it was nothing. Unlock successful! The radio. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go? I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elg, see? And they've got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. I bet that's what Mr. Elg was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah, what time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah, look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Millionaire radio flyer added to record. Millionaire radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya. With your own money. Don't think she's old enough. Is she old enough? Is she 18? Or is it older in America? I don't know. Oops, not representing. What about this guy? This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? Nah, he wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too. Hey, Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elg works yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. What about that? It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Not the best name for it, but what are you gonna do? Move to Blue Screens Incorporated. Might as well just amend my guide right now. January 7th, Blue Screens Inc. Wow, this place is so high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in the air. It is a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? It's Cortana. Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. Director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Shut up. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glenn Elg's? That's in DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's an HMD. All my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. But do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. Let's talk to her. Blue Screens Inc. So, what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyse the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source-level components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyse and management. Doesn't matter. They analyse stuff. You got that much right. The software we produce is just distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media. Of course CDs are used for software as well as music. It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time-slicing common areas in logical sense of the shared global variables. Obviously, programming structure heavily influences cross-time performance of the global variables. Memory overheads is vitally important to the successful execution. Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. What happened? You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? Or Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know, it's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier too. But I couldn't tell him anything either, because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Inc. Oh. How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you cleared it out yet? No, not yet. It's this one, right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. So let's do some examining. His desktop? I guess, like, there. Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then. Hey, this calendar. What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah. It says, meet with the Tiger. The Tiger? Glenn's calendar added the record. And then, all these on the floor here. Wow, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. Glenn Elg's losing horse racing tickets gathered up. This many tickets will get you, what, a buck down at the recycling centre? I didn't know you were so hard up that you'd try to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. Okay. Where am I? Presents. Profiles. I don't know why we're doing this. About Mr. Elg. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. We've got to find out what this trouble was exactly. And to do that, we then talk Glenn's troubles. About Mr. Elg. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Psycholox. 1, 2, 3. 3 Psycholox. I guess Mr. Elg is like every other man with his own pile of secrets that someone else is keeping for him. Anyway, move to Trebion. We're gonna go into the kitchen. We're gonna have to deal with Jean Armstrong. January 7th, Trebion kitchen. Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. I'll be back next month. Whee! Natural element. I will be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. None! I will have everything ready, I promise. I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. Hee. No, stop it, I beg you. Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. Mais non, this is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh no, you don't have to worry. You know, you're worried far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is the oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meats from time to time. Hehehe. Ah! I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye for now. Ugh. I have la shivers. I must rub some of my oil over my body before it becomes a nervous wreck. There. Oh, oui, that feels good. Ugh. Oh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this, the oil of sandalwood. Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? God damn it, man. Très bien. You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? None, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, non? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you are right, business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is la problem. People do not understand it, as they think it is today. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays? Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. Or finale. I don't know which one it will be. No one will take it from me. The woman just now. So who was that woman you were just talking to? Oh la la! You saw that? Oh, well, yes, sorry. So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right? I'll be back next month. Whee! Natural element, I'll be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. Now that I think about it... Hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well then, let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens. What am I showing him? Oh. Where is it? Is it that? Yeah. As long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Please, they kept harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? Maybe answer. If I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? None, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with la salad garnish. Ew, hope it doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. I'm going to guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract, am I right? Ah! Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. Talk, the woman just now. The woman who was here earlier. I take it that she's, Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in la debt. It is a sign of la bad world we live in, huh? No, I'd say it's more of a sign of a la bad culinary skills. The woman who was here, the scary woman, she's from la loan office. Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Whee! Tender lender it is called. Catchy name, just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I get a bit more than that, thank you very much. So tender lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? Wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. Tender lender. I'm a weak woman. When I'm upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I'm like his slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who's this he? The tiger. The tiger? Whee! He is the manager of the tender lender, a terrifying man, the big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter. Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, God almighty. Someone's messaging me on Facebook. Oh, no. This man has a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, he does have the spiky hair just like you. There is a resemblance there, I suppose. Huh. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the tender lender, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey Nick, if you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Is that where we're going now? Yep, move to today beyond. Oh, well, I'm going to head back to the precinct now. We've got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Bye! Oh, what? You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I've kind of got a favour to ask. It's a big one. A favour? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been really worried about her, so she looked like she'd lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on earth who could down this much meat. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. Can't exactly say no, can I? Gumshoe's lunchbox, give it to Maya to carry. Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. He's finally gone. Okay, so move to Vitamin Square. January 7th, Vitamin Square. I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway, at least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Do we need to... Nope, we don't need to examine that bike or anything, so straight to Tenderlander. January 7th, Tenderlander. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? It looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome! Talk about a creepy voice. Makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. It's her. You're here to discuss alone. No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone. Just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. This is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay? Do you think it'd be okay? Of course. No one will ever know. Coffee? Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Nick! Let's get out of here! Now she wants to get out of here. Actually, we're not going yet. We've got to examine this on the floor. Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's going to be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Oh hey! There's a book of matches here too. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Today Beyond. Today Beyond matches, I just got record. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Then we've got to look at... Oh, this suit. It's very similar, don't you think? Hey, look at this. Parisian style coat. It's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same colour as the one you wear, Nick. Huh. The same colour as my suit? Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick! You've got to take a look at this. Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise... Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand? I'm scared, Nick. So, what were you getting so excited about before? Look at the lapel of this suit. That's an attorney's badge. Is the tiger a lawyer? No, wait, look at this thing. It's made of paper. Paper badge added to the record. For some reason, your badge looks real cheap next to me, Nick. Real cheap to me, Nick. I don't know why I said next to me. Why doesn't anyone recognise an obviously fake badge when they see one? At least we took it off him so we can't pretend anymore. The CD here. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud it's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Ah! Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it all? Hee hee hee. Ah! If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. That coffee, it was laced with something, I'm sure of it. Nick, my stomach is killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocky soundtrack, is it? Claw the Tiger? Oh, really? Okay. It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. MC Bomber add to the record. Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you two stupid around in my office for? Nothing. We were just... my precious carpet. You've got ash on my rug. You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like that. You just want to argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You dink... Yous can take me on? I hate the way this guy talks. I'm gonna flatten yous two into pancakes and turn yous into my new rugs. Ah! Oh. Don Tigler. You're back. Ah, that voice. It's like evil seeping into my head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tigler. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and... Yeah, has she got a death wish or what? Oh, right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You too cute, you hear? That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Phoenix Wright. Yes? You's either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things I want to ask. Ah! No questions. This is the last time we meet. Ah, wait, please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you all want to talk. I didn't hear you scream, hold it, either. The espresso. Ah! And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Actually, it's first telling me to look at the bookshelf. Can I actually do that? Hang on. Let's see, this round doll thing is called a Daruma, I think. Figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured, in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? Heh, I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always write himself. Go on, Nick, give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything, I'm more of a reversey person, you know? Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey! There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane! The car's registered to the Cadaverinis? Huh? So it's not even the Tiger's car. Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office? Repair bill added to the record. Okay, now we're done with that. Now we talk to her. Tender Lender. So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Lender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business, a conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy, why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra, here at Tender Lender. Hey Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tender Lender is on your side. Hehehe. So, let's say I'm late with my repayments. What happens then? We give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. What happened? So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, the man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger. Furio Tigler. Furio? Tigler? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Isn't Eop's got a real name? Nick, hurry up and find out more about him. Do we present his... Yeah, we present... I don't know why they do this for this game. Present his thing. Can I ask you about the tiger, I mean, Mr. Tigler? Cookie? Sure? How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Hee hee hee. Go ahead, Nick. The honour is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. Hee hee hee. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe Don Tigler my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please address him properly as Don Tigler. Otherwise I'll have to... Okay, Don Tigler. Of course, I'm sorry. He saved a life? I should like to know how that happened. So let's ask her. Saved your life? I'm very frail, you see. Just recently I died. Once. Hee hee hee. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctors said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the River Styx. But Don Tigler, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offence, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back, with my life, by serving him coffee, an espresso. Still wonder about what's in her coffee. So is that why you've got that bandage around your head? Hee hee hee. This? The head bandage. So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. Hee hee hee. For fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sounds of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once. Oh. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, she really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. But we're done here. I'm just going to amend my guide. It's going to be a long episode, probably over an hour. Move to Vitamin Square. January 7th, Vitamin Square. And say hello to Mr. Kudo. There he is, all CD's back, feeding the pigeons again. There, take this, and get out of my park. Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while you still can. What? Why? Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Ka. Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised, but I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo. Pigeon. Cat. Look, we really need to talk to you, alright? Out with the demons! In with good fortune! Ow, 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 ow! Seeds! Shell splinters! Painful! Always knew you were a demon, Maya. What do we do here? We actually tried to torture him? Okay, today's trial. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Ka! Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the serving girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's Javicino. We hear you. And another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece, on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. We're really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky head brat. Take this. Embroiderer. You said you were a craftsman, right? The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer. I was born one. Ooh, burping. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Suck it up. Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for craftsmen these days then. Of course not, you idiots. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Grandad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman? Well... Buy some bread. Now that I can understand. What's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost. That's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold up. By restaurant, you're talking about Trilogy. Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned. What? The errand. So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. That the owner shouted over to me. Excuse me, ma, you, call the police. Call them yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. So did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Do I look like I'd have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? Went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one? I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so. For 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened... Yes, sir, the owner was at Trilogy on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out the courtroom. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault, you're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that man alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Ah! Oh sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. Suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh? We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie. And from Mr. Armstrong. Oh, do I have to go back to Armstrong? I don't want to keep doing this stupid French voice. Urgh. Okay, move to, Très bien. Yep, going to the kitchen. January 7th, Très bien kitchen. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. The place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Ah, missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Well, we're going to move to Très bien. Like it says Detective Gumshoe's here, but he's not. And then move to Detention Centre. I'm going to amend my guide. We've still got so much left to do. There's 45 minutes to go. January 7th, Detention Centre Visitors Room. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed the old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Talk to her. Contradictions. Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. Didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, it's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bombermeyer. That name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication, that's gone missing too. Ouch, my head! This is getting way too complicated for me. After the incident. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn L., collapsed, right? Yep, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Trilogy. No idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. Ah, it's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know, the things that man says don't add up for some reason, but... Sir, Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old CD. Actually, well, first thing we're going to present is... Where is it? It's this way. Gumshoe's lunchbox. Oh yeah, I've got something you're going to love. Really? What is it? Lunchbox, just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? No, it's Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this too. I can't accept it. Detention Centre rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? That hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh good, I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. Poor Gumshoe. And then we present... Victor's testimony. I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger. I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Talk. Victor's testimony. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite... what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say... it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old, middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was... a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had kind of a cackling laugh. Creepy. Cackling. Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? Okay, we're done here. So move to the Criminal Affairs Department. Okay, January 7th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. Yeah, there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. No! Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. Wow, this place is really buzzy. Something must be going down. Something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe. You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We've got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus. A virus! A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. I really need to ask you some questions. Talk. Tenderlander. Okay, I'm only going to say this once, so listen up. Yes. No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay. If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. No, we're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tenderlander is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems that it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady? Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? You better find out what the story is with this lady. Computer virus. So this likely is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe. I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything. Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. What's a virus? A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. The inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Huh, just like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's. What? That's horrible. Oh, I get it. It's like you're sneezing on Mr. Godot so he catches a cold. Right, then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Who? What? Where? Why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus be caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before too. What are you talking about? Okay. Presents... where is it? MC Bomber. Detective Gumshoe, about this... what? I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and this virus right now, so I... Ah! This is it! This stupid name! I remember now. I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus that's just affected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? Talk. MC Bomber. We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. Another virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses, it almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market. Or route. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? A virus can be worth that much? MC Bomber updating the court record. What now? And then presents... her. That's the girl who works over at Tender Lender. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's VIOLA Cadavarini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadavarini. Bruto Cadavarini? Do you know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruto Cadavarinis, the boss of the Cadavarini family. The Cadavarinis? That's one scary sounding name. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. Gotta get some more info out of Gumshoe about this family. Oh, the Cadavarinis. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadavarinis? Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, these guys are scary. They got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them, they've got too much moolah. Moolah? As in... they pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes Tender Lender, I take it. Sure, no one stands up to Bruto Cadavarini, and I mean no one. Interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then. Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So, how'd she end up at Tender Lender? I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss of Tender Lender are pretty tight. Tight? That's what it said in the file I read related to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. Ah! I can't believe it! I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is, you know, the lunchbox. How did everything go? The lunchbox? You remember, the weenies? I hate weenies! Oh yeah, those weenies. So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Huh? Well, it was... delicious. Yeah, that's what she said. Really? Well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Oh. Do me a favour again, huh, pal, and deliver this? This sure is a heavy burden, in more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that. Weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all these too. Gumshoe's lunchbox given to Maya, again. Really can't eat anymore. Done here. Okay, so... Move to detention center. But we're not staying here because we're going to Trilogy. And then we've got to go to Blue Spring Incorporated. And Cortana here, we're going to break her lock. We're close to ending. We've got psyche locks to do, and that's about it. Glenn's troubles. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service. What's she talking about? Guess I'd better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, or Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? Where are they? There. What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling centre. You good people are very, very bad. What? Cashing on other people's misfortunes is immoral. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what is the relevance of the tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg, he had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to the horse racing, was it? Lottery. The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious troubles, perhaps? No! You are right, Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he, for $500,000? Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end. That was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. And that was Furio Tigler. Furio Tigler, the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. Tender Lender? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices. Like you'll want to talk. Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tigler? Yes. I'm sorry, I don't know of any connection between the two of them. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the Tiger knew each other. His calendar, where is it? Furio Tigler, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debts. No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. What if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? Perhaps you good people should leave, so I can get back to my work. I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance this? Where is it? Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's affecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No! Unlock successful! Glenn's troubles. Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with the gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky. Risky? How? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Trilogy. Where do you come up with these ideas? Risky extra work. So it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius. In a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market. Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change. This date, December 3rd, that is marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts. MC Bomber updating the court record. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Glenn L's losing horse racing tickets thrown back on the floor. Use the trash can, Nick. Okay, we're done here. So, move to Televion. Move to Vitamin Square. Move to Lender. And present Magatama. God, what a long video. What have you thought? The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation. You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently. Now by fatal injury you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Hee hee hee. Did the injury in question have something to do with this? Where is it? What's that? Right at the end. God damn, I should have gone backwards. I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis. Yes, it is. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. Profiles. You lost him to Cadaverini. I know exactly who you are, VIOLA Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike, or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swear to try to avoid it, but... look who's riding the motorbike, and it's wrecked as well. It's a scooter. I took a blow. To the head. A bad one. Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the VIOLA Cadaverini, right? I don't know what happened to them. They ran away. That's what I heard. Ran away. If they'd stayed, I'd have... hee hee hee. Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... this guy. It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. He wasn't Don Tigler. I refuse to believe it. Well, we collided. The motorbike and my car. But Don Tigler isn't injured at all, is he? It was the tiger who caused Viola's a crash, I can feel it. Plus one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini. I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike. We present... a scooter. It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigler rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? Hee hee hee. Oh, one more to go. This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigler. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they? It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true. I knew it. But Don Tigler still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very, very expensive. She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure, so I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigler told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believed him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Because of him. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? You were his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigler would have paid the money? $1 million. That's an expensive operation. Almost successful. The head bandage. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks? My grandfather ordered Don Tiger to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This is to be related to our poisoning case somehow. Compensation. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tiger said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. Oh no, she's crying! But I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. What are these? Medical papers? I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse. Viola's medical papers and a record. Wow, I feel so bad for Viola. It's inexcusable. Huh? There are 2 things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything alright, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Repair bill thrown into the trash. Move to Vitamin Square. Move. Trebion. January 7th, Trebion. There, bonjour! I have been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong. Oh, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. Oh, I thought it was him speaking then. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you fellas. Ah, it's Zinniop. Who are you calling Zinniop? Ah! Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now. Uh-oh, I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. You just want to know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad, and it ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2. Oui. Mr. Armstrong? Forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him. That really hurt. Is that all you've got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Wait. Don't take it too hard. Phoenix Wright. That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Ugh. Hold it, pal. You said to gumshoe. Detective? You think you're gonna stop me, Copper? Beat it! Rawr! Whoa! Come on, Gumshoe, keep it together. You guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But, go pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow, in court. Tender Lender is going down. To be continued! Oh god, another hour and 15 minutes. Oh Christ. Oh, so long. Oh, from like the third game onwards, the parts get so long. Christ on a bike. Ugh. But anyway, there we go. Gumshoe sacrificed himself for us so we can escape. And we met VIOLA and medical bills and all that good stuff. So next time we're back in court for 2 more parts. Like I said before, it's 2 parts to end this case off in court. So I'll see you then. So thank you for watching. So see you next time. Goodbye.